The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30. And some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second down, McCaffrey. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
On 2nd and 12, Love. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay a little bit.
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Love to Michel on the screen. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground, and he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Anything to make of this? And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A shotgun snap. Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Bucs at 4-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Fields. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the option left is Fields. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, break. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Seven yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Fields on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Going for Evans, but intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Now on 2nd and 13. Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Fields. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 21-0. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
97.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To Michel on the dump off. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Love. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
On first down, Fields. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Fields. And this is caught by Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a first down throw, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. On the move past the 40.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
But they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Love now to pass on first down, eluding the pressure right.
Goes right back to McBride.
Touchdown, Saints!
Trey McBride,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Fields now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st down, Love to pass. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Love. To Michel on the screen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st down, going to the air with Love. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw now, here's Love. Touchdown! Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here.
2nd and 14. To throw is Fields.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Love looking to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Got a man. It's McBride complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Love from the gun. Incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Up the gut, McCaffrey, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
104 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love looking to throw. Able to find Melton. There he goes left side. 30. 10. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This from 51 yards for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good.